robots are still adjusting to the software. I'm in a prison. I can calibrate only your basic protocols from in here. It'll have to suffice for now.
A trespasser spotted at Metro Station.
This is bad. You'll have to fight. You'll have to fight your way out of here. The air ducts lead to another sector. Software is a mess. I've rebooted your acceleration module. You should be able to squeeze through that turbine. Acceleration while in the air.
The trespasser is in the air ducts.
Careful now. They'll be waiting for you. Initiating the sensory boost. Focus. Embrace the software and go for the kill. Well done, but you won't last long in this state. You have to get me out of prison so I can get your software in order. I'm being held outside this dome zone. Follow the pipes to get out in the open. Use the surfaces to your advantage. Slide to gain speed. These sewers.
But if $300 is out of your budget, you can check out these two videos here where we build great budget games. This game.
Do you want to become Unreal in Fortnite? You can win 30% more Fortnite games using the Blitz app. Download the Blitz app now for
There's a banned way to use all skins in-game, even ones worth $1,000. From the Avatar controversy to this being pay to lose, here are 23 things Fortnite doesn't want you to know. Let's start with the Argentina V-Bucks scandal. A couple months ago, people discovered an insane trick, changing their location to Argentina using a VPN. Because every country has a different price for V-Bucks, you could buy thousands for dirt cheap. So Xbox panicked and immediately added a fix, but players were allowed to keep it because they still technically paid for them. That's when fans got a little too greedy, trying a new glitch for even more. They probably should have expected Fortnite to notice, because as they logged on, skins were revoked with negative V-Bucks in their account. Imagine being in debt to Epic Games. Bruh. And Fortnite also doesn't want you to spot the mistakes in the Avatar collab. Despite this being one of the biggest crossovers, fans pointed out some weird problems with outfits and the mythics. As you zoom into the scrolls, they all have their respective colors, except look at the bottom of the pages. Yes, they copy-pasted the waterbending symbol on all of the scrolls thinking we wouldn't notice. It's not the end of the world, but when people call them out, Epic released a secret update to cover their mistake, hoping we'd all just move on. And well, joke's on you, Fortnite, we caught ya. It's a harmless accident, but then fans turned to the characters themselves. Katara will set you back 2,000 V-Bucks, and for such a steep price, players were hoping they would get Fortnite's insane attention to detail. Their problem was her necklace being a plain blue circle. For reference, this is what it's meant to look like, and they think it could have easily been drawn on. If you do compare Goku and Doctor Strange with very detailed jewelry, I mean, I get it. And the main character himself, Aang, also has a little plot hole. In the show, he gets struck by lightning from Azula, and it leaves a huge scar on his back and foot. Epic knows this, and if you look at his spine in game, you'll see the scar. Pretty cool, but check his foot, and yeah, they missed it. It is not the only thing they missed though. Apparently the devs messed up the item shop. Lizzo is a popular artist, and in August 2023, she was hit with a wave of allegations, causing her emote to be removed. Now, we have told this story before, but something new happened which had Epic a little embarrassed. The story goes that her emote was scheduled and ready to go, but when things hit the fan, Epic panicked and hid the entire music category that night. Instead of cutting the Pump It Up dance, they sacrificed the whole tab, hoping players wouldn't notice. We probably wouldn't have cared until fans from other countries began to point out one huge error. They hid the emote in English, but if you were playing Fortnite in any other language, it would appear perfectly, even letting you buy it. Trying to avoid problems, Epic actually put the spotlight on it, and has been hiding this dance ever since. That still doesn't compare to one of Fortnite's craziest mistakes that let players try any skin they wanted for free. Earlier this month, Create a Map started to appear with a ton of outfits and buttons. Honestly seemed like a gimmick until you interacted with it and actually turned into that skin. For the first time ever, we could trial skins without spending a single dollar, and while this was awesome for players, Epic was not happy about it. They accidentally left a setting in the old devices that lets you override the outfits of an entire team. This was only discovered recently, and UEFN creators jumped at the chance to take advantage. But soon, it was all banned. With Miss Immortals, Midas got his own storyline for the first time in 4 years. It was a big deal. We followed him as he broke out of the underworld, met up with his old crew, took over the yacht, eventually sailing away to new beginnings. But just before they left, the whole crew had special dialogue saying how they were leaving with him and starting from scratch. It was pretty emotional. We are saying goodbye to these beloved characters, and Midas himself appeared on Spawn Island for his final departure. One update later, and the yacht they had taken over was gone. The entire POI vanished along with the whole crew, removing tons of NPCs from the island. The only problem is that they left someone behind. Meowscles, one of the most iconic members, is still here, and it's pretty awkward because when you talk to him, he's saying he might have to leave town. I think that ship has sailed literally. From a cat left behind to a guy who never arrived in the first place, Fortnite has been working on a new version of Raptor. We had our first glimpse of this guy in the surveys when fans noticed a modern design where he's more of a street artist than an Air Force pilot. We kind of forgot about it until February this year when Epic released the Squabble emote. Usually they post a trailer for these things, and on social media we watched as the new Raptor skin came to life, performing the dance and revealing the full outfit was ready to drop. It looked even better than the surveys, and fans were hyped to see an official teaser from Fortnite. Then we waited and waited as more skins kept releasing. New outfits would appear in trailers and drop weeks later, but not Raptor. It has been almost 2 months and he is still nowhere to be seen. I'm starting to think Epic forgot about this guy. It turns out they saved their biggest troll for a mode you forgot about. Alright, well people still play Team Rumble, but not for nothing, it's actually hiding a massive secret. When the Avatar collab dropped, they introduced 4 mythics into a game that already had plenty. Obviously, they needed to balance this by pulling a controversial move, deleting all the ancient Greek items even though they were the entire point of the season. Within hours, we already missed shooting lightning bolts, flying around with wings, and whipping people with the chains of Hades, but not Team Rumble fans. Yes, this whole time Epic forgot to remove the mythics. All of the items are still available and players are loving it. Paired with respawning, it feels like the Marvel season all over again. But to be fair, removing them from Battle Royale was a smart choice because it turns out combining Avatar with Greek mythology, it's a recipe for madness. The reason I know this is by combining the Skull Dash with Firebending, and this allows you to teleport while doing a fire kick, and let me tell you, it's absolute chaos. Now, every company in the world misses their deadlines, and Epic is also not 100% perfect. We were only a few days into 2024 when some emotes appeared in the files, showing Winterfest cosmetics that felt, I mean, let's be honest, a little late. The window was missed, and we just thought, well, it's still cold outside, I guess they would work, right? Well, one of them is literally the year 2023 being shaved into ice. Yeah, this is never dropping. Just like how rarities are never coming back. This was a whole controversy which most people know about. In summary, they deleted the entirety rarity system from Fortnite. That means your legendary 2000 V-Buck outfits are now impossible to tell apart from the default skins that cost like 800. It was a whole thing and players are pretty upset about it, and it turns out things get worse. While they hid rarities from the locker, you could jump into a match right now and look at the pickaxe in your inventory. Notice something? It literally shows the rarity of your harvesting tool right there in game. Now that is just trolling us. And that's not even the craziest thing they're hiding though. Fortnite's most controversial skin just got updated. The Rue outfit is probably one of the most talked about skins of all time, and I have no idea how this was approved. She dropped in Chapter 2 and was meant to look like a high-ranking officer for Shadow, except the minute Rue dropped, everyone realized she looked more like a high-ranking officer for, well, you know. It was humiliating for Epic, who slowly high-ranking officer Shadow, except the minute Rue dropped, everyone realized she looked more